I see a pair of boots laying on the ground, just sticking out through this doorway. My stomach dropped. I was like, that's either a hobo or a dead guy in this place. Well, here's one of my spookier stories from a time when a buddy of mine and I would be going all around St. Louis, exploring abandoned buildings and old factories, and just urban exploration is what they called it, and it was a hell of a lot of fun. We would take our cameras out there and just see what was out there. There's, you know, St. Louis is kind of an old, decaying city in a lot of ways. Nowadays it's really thriving and coming back, but I mean, everywhere you look, there's some old abandoned building, and we would search these out and find them. And there was one, kind of, where was that? Kind of southwest of downtown, I think. It was the St. Mary's Infirmary, and this place is an old hospital, and I used to know a whole lot of stuff about it. I think it was an old Civil War hospital at one point, and then it was a segregated hospital, whether it was African Americans or women. It was segregated at some point, and I, you know, if you've seen some of my other videos, you know I love Silent Hill video game. It's one of my favorite video games. I just love the aesthetic, I love the look, the feel, the vibe of it. And if you've played those games, you know that the hospitals are often the scariest parts of those games. So I knew I had to go to this one, and we did. And, you know, you had to go at night, because why wouldn't you go at the scariest time to go to the scariest place, a Civil War hospital? You know, if you believe in ghosts, you know this place is haunted. You know, there's tons of rooms in there that saw a lot of suffering and a lot of people dying. I even think there was an incinerator room for bodies. So we go there. It was kind of dusk hour. I think there was still some light left in the day. We park at the gas station over here, across down the alleyway from the hospital. And we're kind of in the hood. We're in kind of some rough areas, and we're a bunch of young white kids prancing around with our cameras going into this old dying building. And we go walk down this alleyway. It's about a football field's length to this thing, and we go in, and it's, you know, one hop through a window and you're in. Not much resistance there. And we just start poking around in this place. It was really cool. I mean, the walls, everything is just torn up, and it looks straight out of a Silent Hill game, just decayed, and just kind of got the eerie feeling to it. We go into one room here with our flashlights, and there's a whole room full of toilets. Kind of weird, right? I guess they tore out all the toilets in this place and just stacked them all in one room, and just went through all the hallways, and some areas were pitch black. We were dependent on our flashlights, and we were just sneaking around this old decaying building, and make our way up to the roof, find a scrapper along the way. An old guy was taking out some of the ornate carving door frames. A lot of valuable stuff in there that people like to pick out of those places. Well, we get up on the roof, we watch the sunset over downtown St. Louis. It was beautiful. And now it's dark. And now the whole world has shifted in this place. From the little light that was there, now there is none, and it was just us walking through this place, not knowing what we were gonna find, if there were some kind of addicts in there, some squatters. Yeah, it was intense to say the least, and I was loving it. Started going down this way with different, you know, operating room or patient rooms. I was just kind of scanning each one with the flashlight, just seeing if there's anything interesting in there. And I get to one, and I just kind of sneak through, go around, and I see a pair of fucking boots laying on the ground, just sticking out through this doorway. And my stomach dropped. I was like, that's either a hobo or a dead guy in this place. And I was, for a second there, froze in just shock and just disbelief of what I was seeing. Because up until then, other than the scrapper, we hadn't seen any signs of life or anything in there. And I slowly just come around and I reveal what it is, and I just laughed. I had to laugh, and I went back to my guys that were behind me, and I said, you gotta go see what's in there. Somebody had planted 2 wader boots, which are, you know, just like long boots you wear when you're walking through a river fly fishing or whatever. So they set it up to where it looked like somebody was laying there. And when you see that top of the boot when you come around here, oh man, the release of suspense and stress was incredible. I was laughing. Oh man, that was a good prank, whoever set that one up. That may not even be the scariest part of this yet, because when we were leaving, it was totally black, like I said. We got back out to the alleyway, and we started make our trek back to our car. And like I said, it was about a football field length. We got, you know, first quarter of that way, and there's kind of a grass hill in between us and the gas station. And some brothers on this sidewalk with a group of his buddies, and he says, "Hey, hey!" He's calling at us, and I was like, "Just keep moving forward, guys." We kept walking, ignoring him. "Hey, hey!" And we started walking a little faster because, you know, we were in this kind of rough area, and we got past the hill. The hill was kind of blocking the sidewalk, so kind of hoping we were in the clear. Got more closer to the gas station. Got to the gas station. There's kind of a retaining wall there we had to hop over, and we were at the car now. And that guy, white tee brother man, come back up past the gas station. I said, "Hey, what you boys doing up there?" And I was like, "Oh fuck!" And I said the first thing that came to my mind. I said, "Just doing." Then we got into that car and we got out of there, and we were laughing. That was a great urban exploration trip, and it was one of my favorite spots, just because of the whole hospital, Silent Hill, creepy thing. And that's my spooktacular story for this Halloween for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you come back for another one, and I hope you go out and enjoy your life and have your own adventures, because, you know, they're out there. You just got to go find them. Take care.